Hi, folks. Today, we're going to take a look at James Freeman, where he claims that the police shot up a playground, but did it really happen the way he's saying it? But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Aura. It's my favorite time of year, spooky season. And what's scarier than any monster? Data thieves. This is where today's sponsor can help, Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital security system that offers peace of mind and tons of benefits. Like 24-hour monitoring of your credit and personal information so it doesn't end up on the dark web. It also has password protection, parental controls, and can even put an end to those pesky scam calls.
Hello?
I'm calling about your car's extended warranty.
And what's worse than a Nightmare on Elm Street? Identity theft. And Aura can help put a stop to that too. Aura is offering you a free 14-day trial by using my link or scanning the QR code on the screen that you can cancel at any time. So click my link or go to aura.com/NCR and keep your personal data safe. That's aura.com/NCR or scan the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description box and start your free 14-day trial. Thank you again to Aura for sponsoring today's video, and don't forget to sign up for your free 14-day trial. Not only is it the best way to help keep your personal data safe, but it's a great way to help support me and the channel. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
October 15th, 2025, the Sarita Police Department was at a shooting range in Marana doing rifle training when a stray bullet left the range and hit a park where children were playing half a mile away. When I heard about it, I knew what I had to do. I had to go to the Sarita Police Department and ask the questions that really matter.
What can you tell us about Sarita Police Department shooting up a playground in Marana yesterday?
Oh, I can't speak.
Shenanigans.
Na.
Shenanigans.
Na.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because it's not what James is saying. He's trying to frame this to be as if the cops were intentionally aiming for the playground when that is not true. Now, going off of James's reporting so far, and the information that I can confirm through news reports and social media posts, that yes, there was rifle training exercises going on at a nearby rifle range. However, it's not an intentional shooting of the playground. A stray bullet left the range and struck the monkey bar equipment at the playground. Now, it's still an ongoing investigation. The police chief is encouraging and is asking for the assistance from the state attorneys general to make sure everything was done up to code at the rifle range to make sure that there were no violations for safety protocols. They're not only doing that, but they are also doing an internal investigation to make sure that nobody was goofing around or screwing around. The equipment that was used in this training was up to par for safety concerns. This isn't just them pointing a gun at the playground. This is what's more common, an accident that thankfully nobody was hurt over. But Jane still wants to frame this as the cops are intentionally shooting up our playgrounds.
On that, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you then, if I were to shoot up a playground, I heard that the Sarita Police Department is investigating themselves for it. If I shoot up a playground, can I ask my buddies to investigate me and see if I did anything
I mean, you can do
wrong?
whatever you want. I actually can't speak on that, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just,
I gotta get to a meeting.
okay.
But is there anything else?
Yeah. Are gingers allowed back in Sarita?
Have a good day, sir.
Or is the chief still going to be choke slamming them?
We got to choke every ginger in town. We can't have gingers run around Sarita. You know, we can't have gingers. We can't have people with a camera. You put a ginger with a camera, we need to get them out of here. You put them in a headlock and you throw them to the ground and you break their camera. I thank you for what your chief did, and we need more people like him. We need more people in Sarita to choke out gingers.
James, tell me you're not butthurt while showing us that you're still butthurt. Yeah, that guy was speaking at a city council meeting, speaking on what happened to James Freeman. Because, yes, James Freeman was arrested at the Santa Rita police station and was taken to the ground by the police chief. And yes, he did claim that his camera equipment was broken by the police chief in that incident. But was it truly damaged beyond repair? Or was it just a little scuff or a broken screw? Nothing important on the camera was actually destroyed, or the camera itself. But still, why would you need to insert that in there unless you're trying to rile up rage and, well, hatred towards the cops? Because that's what you tend to do, isn't it? You clearly have established since this last arrest in McKinney, Texas, that you hate the cops and are willing to do whatever it takes to provoke a response.
Gingers allowed back in Sarita?
Have a good day, sir.
Or is the chief still going to be choke slamming them? No comment, I guess? Hey, how you doing? Good. I just wanted to see if there was a watch commander maybe that I could ask some questions to.
Okay, I can see what I can find.
Thank you. Oh, they got a curtain there too, a little privacy curtain. Call it privacy, call it secrecy, you know, whatever you want.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
We hear frauditors all the time say, well, if you want privacy, create it. Well, they have created privacy with that curtain so you can't see back there. But now you're angry that they've done that? What are you talking about when you say that if we don't want to be filmed in public, or they don't want themselves to be filmed in public, they need to create privacy? Here we have evidence of them doing the exact thing that you were telling them to do, and you're bitching about it.
They've changed things since the last time I was here. You see, they violently attacked me right there. So now there's no authorized personnel beyond this point. These people are so fucking pathetic. New rule. No gingers past this point right here.
God damn it! Will you shut the hell up? Nobody gives a rat's ass. Yeah, go away.
Clowns. They take themselves so seriously, though.
No one is available at the moment, so you'll have to call and make an appointment.
Oh, nobody's available? Oh my God, that's typical Sarita stuff. Are they fighting all the crime in Sarita? You filthy.
And he wants to call the police clowns. He goes around acting as if he's an actual agent of Doge, calling himself Grande Johnson. Yeah, we all know what Johnson means, and grande meaning big. You are a big dick, especially when that woman, who's more than likely just a civilian receptionist answering calls or helping scheduling appointments, can't get you what you want. You call her a filthy bitch. Wow. You must be a big man. I don't know if you're raising daughters, but would you want somebody speaking to your daughter, your wife, your sister, your mother like that? Because I personally want it. And if somebody did, well, maybe some good old country boy logic might have to come out and take them behind the woodshed.
How are you today?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Well, thanks. How can I help you?
Is the city manager here?
The town manager?
Yeah, town manager. Sorry. It's not a city, is it?
Not.
It's still a town.
It's still a town. Still a town. I'm unsure. What can I help you with?
I just wanted to ask him some questions.
Questions about, just so I can give him a heads up?
If he could tell us anything about the Sarita Police Department shooting up parks in Marana yesterday morning.
Okay.
Or, I mean, you know, if he just wants to say no comment, you know, whatever. I just wanted to see if he wanted to tell us about the Sarita Police Department letting stray bullets wander off into parks.
Now, again, he's trying to make it sound like they are shooting up the parks, when clearly this was just a stray bullet that ricocheted more than likely off of something, causing the bullet to travel towards the playground. Luckily, nobody was hurt. That's the important thing. But the police are investigating, and they are encouraging the investigation from outside the department. They're reaching out to the Attorney General. They're asking them to send people to come help investigate, make sure there was nothing wrong at the facility, to make sure the equipment that was used is being up to snuff. This isn't just some cop going around chasing a suspect and firing willy-nilly. This was an accident that happened. and an accident that we should be thankful nobody got hurt, especially a child. But James doesn't care about that. This is all about how can he make this police department look bad because he hates the cops.
Sure. I appreciate it, ma'am. Okay. How do people get to that point of recklessness? And I would have to say, when you're never accountable to any laws anywhere at any time, why the f not, right? Shoot up a playground, right? I mean, your chief can choke slam people in the middle of a public lobby. Why the f not start shooting up playgrounds, right? And they're like, stop making a mockery of us. I'm like, bro, the rest of us aren't sending stray bullets over to playgrounds where children are playing. That's just you guys. I don't know, but the lady at the front desk at the police department gave me this phone number, 520-344-7000. I don't think they even, dude, this is a town that is so shrouded in secrecy. They're never going to answer their phones. They're never going to return your calls. They're never even going to acknowledge anything. They're so completely shrouded in secrecy and corruption.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Stray bullets at the park. Sounds like Los Angeles gangs. Actually, the chief of police is from California. The chief of police terrorized for most of his career in California. That would be John Noland. But don't worry, later today, Green Valley News will release a statement saying exactly what the police told them to say.
At this point in time, but we did put our statement out on our website. Do you need a copy of that?
Yeah, please. I'd love that. Thank you so much. We were joking yesterday about how they could literally just do a copy and paste of the last time they did something stupid. Just put out a disingenuous statement and then everybody circle the wagons, hide, shut up, and nobody talk.
Yes, James, this is all a conspiracy and secretive, all-natured things because it's not like they have somebody whose sole job is designated to dealing with the media and press and putting out statements and talking to the news. Oh, wait, they do. It's called a media representative or a correspondent for the press. You know, a media liaison. How is it that just because they don't talk to you directly about what's going on, it's automatically a conspiracy and secretive? How is it that you want to make this incident, which is clearly an accident that was not intentional to happen towards this playground or anybody, into this grand conspiracy of the cops are shooting up the playgrounds now? You are butthurt because when you tried to file the internal affairs report, they cleared the police chief. Now that you've been arrested in Texas, you're trying to go even harder on cops are bad. You know, how come you guys want to call out the cops, but you won't clean up your own community? You won't clean up your own fake activists. You know, like when Earl was doing the worst things on this planet that somebody can do to a child. Or how about when a fellow frauditor shot an innocent homeless man intentionally?
And then wait till the public forgets about it. And they're quick to forget about it, especially in Sahuarita, Arizona. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. It's not the best copy.
Okay.
Because I took it right off the website, but
Okay.
it'll work for
Can I read it aloud with you here and see if I have any questions after that?
if you have questions, I won't be able to answer them. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
not familiar with the situation, but
Okay. You're not familiar with it? Am I the first one to make you aware of it?
yes, you are.
Okay. Marana put out some more stuff on their page. Marana's a lot more open and transparent. They always have been. I actually grew up in Marana.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
So, yeah. So, if you look over there at the way that they operate compared to the way Sarita operates, I'm sure it's not you. I'm sure it's not you. I'm sure it's the douchebag that put this together. But anyways, you're sweet. Thank you so much. So the Sarita Police Department is deeply apologetic for the incident that occurred at the Marana Shooting Club facilities involving our officers, which resulted in a stray bullet striking the Gladden Farms Community Park playground equipment earlier today. We have begun to conduct an internal investigation and will take prompt, appropriate administrative action for all of our officers, administrative action for any of our officers found to be neglectful in their firearms safety measures. The department will act swiftly to implement any needed corrections and to look for opportunities to implement. So here's the problem, is an internal investigation. If I accidentally shoot up a park, so say I'm working for Domino's Pizza, right? I'm driving by a park while delivering a pizza and I'm like, pew, 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 and I shoot up the park, right? Do you think Domino's does an internal investigation to see if I did anything wrong? Or do you think the police come and throw handcuffs on me and take me to prison where I belong?
The scenario you're describing is totally different from what actually happened. Now, this was a stray bullet hitting the playground equipment. The police are investigating it themselves, yes, but they've also made it known to the press that they are reaching out to the Attorney General's office for more assistance in investigating this whole situation. But you're talking about a guy just driving around, delivering pizzas, pulling out a gun, and just recklessly discharging it into a playground. That would be reckless endangerment. That would be unlawful discharge of a firearm. That, and depending if you did hit somebody, you could be facing, attempted murder or manslaughter charges, homicide charges possibly, definitely assault charges with a deadly weapon. Trying to compare these two situations makes no sense logically. It makes no sense to any reasonable or rational person hearing you say that.
Is there anything else I can
No, thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked you to stay for this part. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, though.
You're welcome.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if it's an accident or if it's intentional. If your stray bullet hits a park or a school, I promise you, you're going to jail. Period. End of story.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
That's it. No questions asked. You can fight it in court. You can argue your case in court, but you are getting picked up and taken to jail. That's not what happened with this Sarita police officer. They're going to internally investigate it, which means Chief Nolan, who chokeslammed someone in a public lobby, is going to decide whether it's okay to shoot up public parks or not. We're thankful that there are no injuries in connection to this event. Our department takes full responsibility for the conduct of our officers, and we will cooperate fully with all investigating agencies to continue to invest in important safety measures for our region. This really sucks probably for the shooting range too, because they're under incredibly strict scrutiny and guidelines on the state level to be able to run their shooting range. And to have some reckless piece of come out there and do something like this, I don't know what's going on with the shooting range right now, whether they've been shut down by the state temporarily. I really don't know. Hello.
It's funny that James can make these claims without having all the info provided to him. He is saying that they're doing this intentionally. This is an intentional shooting. It was a stray bullet. We don't know all the details. We don't know if the bullet just ricocheted off of some part of the equipment at the shooting range, or if it was set up to a different trajectory that hit, even though it hit the target. We don't know if the officer was acting recklessly. We don't have all the info, but yet you want to put it out there that he's acting recklessly. This could have been one of those 1 in a million situations. Instead, you turn this into blame the cops for everything.
Did you hear about the Sarita police shooting up a playground yesterday?
No.
Do you want to hear about it? Here's their official statement. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, okay.
We're so sorry we shot up your playground.
I have some work to do.
Okay, cool, yeah. We're so sorry we shot up your playground. Thanks, Scott. But don't worry, we'll investigate ourselves. Hey guys, don't forget to call and make sure and call and tell them thank you for keeping you safe.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Frauditor video without him encouraging his followers to call flood the town and the police department. We're going to end the video here. It does continue on for a few more minutes where James sees a officer in his car, asks him, does he know anything about the stray bullet hitting the playground equipment, if he can make any statements on the shooting up the playground instead of what it actually was. The officer doesn't respond to him, and he criticizes the officer for being lazy and trying to use a radar gun to just catch speeders to tax them to death. This is the typical Frauditor mindset. Cops are bad, everything that I disagree with is bad, and if you don't agree with me, you're a bootlicker or a sheep. So if you guys liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, the podcast, and don't forget to sign up for your free 14-day trial of Aura. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I will see you guys next time. A special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I can never thank you enough.